Right now I'm gluing in the rubber stripping from the doors with weather stripping adhesive. Now, if you've seen the doors, they've been with rubbers taped in them for a while. If you've done these things, you'll know that you put rubbers in stuff a lot of times, they'll put outward pressure, and we do tolerance levels that are so close that they'll have you pushing the door out or holding something out from the rubber pressure. So we've taped them in and heated them up and got them to heal, and kind of like acclimating wood. You acclimate the rubber to the spot for a while with tape and stuff like that. You put them in place, and then by the time you're ready to glue them, they usually hold their position and go into their place a lot easier, because last thing you want is a bunch of messy glue everywhere when the rubber's not fitting completely right. So if you can take all the rubber and tape it into the door ahead of time and let it sit for a couple weeks and get it so the door has nice pressure that it's easily opened and shut. Come on over here to the other door. This door has been acclimating with the rubber taped in. All the rubber's been taped into it, and it's holding the shape. It's got some pressure spots, and it's sitting in there, and we lined it all up. In the beginning, it was kind of holding the door outward. Now it's shutting real easy, so we just, whoa. I sat that on there because I'm putting it in place.
Alright, well.
It didn't do anything.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh. So, all the rubber was already on it. I've been gluing it in and fitting it. It's going right in place. The hardest, longest part is hammering the metal flap over down on the very bottom. That's just kind of an annoying, time-consuming, fucking irritating thing. It has to be done. But this part's going real well. Alright, I'm finishing up gluing on the weather stripping on the driver's side. Rear door. I showed you earlier how I put everything on, taped it up, shut the door, let it acclimate to its shape for a couple of days, well, like probably a week or two. Now I'm gluing everything in. Already done the other side, and it's pretty easy. Just got to glue it and keep it clean all the way down. The only part that's a pain in the ass is beating this little lip back over the end of it. It is. It's a pain in the fucking ass. That's the way it is.
From here on out, no more videos are to be on the phone. You do it. You're downloading it. You're figuring out how to get it.
Alright, you heard her. Alright. If y'all watch me doing the Buick, I've done them on the English wheel. I polished them out quick to get them done for their glamour shots when we did for the car show. Now I've had to go back and I'm getting ready to wet sand them. I finished English wheeling a bunch more. That's what the little black line is, a little tiny spot that was in it. And I'm going to zoom in even more than this and show you how many scratches and gouges that are in this. And those, as you can see, is what we're going to be wet sanding and removing so it could be polished up. It's a timely manner, and I've worked out 99% of the dents. Some of the hardest things to do, I got a thing with a little hand tongs up in these, and they are a bitch to get out. They're up in a crevice without making any access to them. So, all right, just wanted to show you before I get going again. I know they've sat and dread doing all these, but they come out pretty. It's just very time consuming. All right, show you some of these gouges I'm in. I'm just getting ready to clean them out. Go over them first, wet, just 800. I'll go all the way down to 5,000 and work all these out. But you got to really get into it to get these out in the beginning. once I get this process done, I'll go to working on a DA. But it is a process. And just keep a lot of water on it. Facebook to upload shit.
A video of me.
Okay. Sanding away. I went through a bunch of the grinding stages, working out a bunch of big gouges. And just gonna melt down all this stuff and sand it down and get bucking it. I'm on 1,000 grit right here. And as you see, it's a tedious goddamn process. All of it's been English wheeled, hammered, dollied, beat. And I still have to go around some of the little damn dents on the outside, but there you go. I get that fun. Here's the 54 Buick I've got. You can see is I'm getting ready to sand out all these big gouges. I've ran across it with the English wheel, but you see these great big gouges that are in it. I've removed all the outside dents. I went through everything on it, and I've cleaned it. I've gotten the letters to come up really nice. All the big dents around here all came out. It just takes some time. I've done real good with the outside lip on this one. It wasn't as bad. I only got a few little gouges in the outside lip that I'm going to address. But these deep ones that are in here, they're going to take a good bit. I mean, that takes a good bit of sanding and everything to get rid of them. And it'll come out real nice. But that's a bunch of little dots, or all the dents that were in the outside area that I was working with today. And all the lines all over it is just traces from the wheel. So that's where we're at. Well, it might not look like much, but I've been sanding from spot to spot and did some little filing and trying to get rid of the last of the scratches, gouges. I am last full working here to try to remove this gouge and a couple small ones around the sides, some up here. Majority of the major gouges are slowly coming out. I still have a gouge right here, and you barely can see it, but once it's in the sun, you really see it. So that's what we got going on. You can go over and see Charlie's avidly at his spoked rims over there. And everybody's busy on something. They're not far, but you wouldn't think